Yes, I allow. It's raining here in Los Angeles today. Beautiful rain.
Here too in Germany, by the way, Michael. Beautiful rain, also windy. Actually shit weather, but it's beautiful.
I thought it was the sunny state, Los Angeles, or is that California?
It's Florida.
It's Florida, okay.
Yeah,
The Sunshine State.
We don't get a lot of rain either, so we really could use the water. It's good.
Oh, good. Perfection.
Yeah. Yeah, the word today that's been coming up is undivided innocence.
Well, that's about it. I love it. Undivided innocence. Yes, this has no parts and no borders and no things to be divided, and it's completely innocence as a lack of source or foundation or center or whatever you want to give it, call it, name it, and that's just simply what seems to be happening. Undivided innocence.
Beautiful.
What the hell is undivided innocence? Oh my God. Well, it's just this.
What else?
Yeah, there is no division, but even when there is this apparent division appearing that I am someone, I am separate, there is others, it's also innocence.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Rising, nothing wrong, right, with that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, beautiful era. I mean, everything. It just, everything which seems to be, if it's separation or not, it's just simply what seems to be happening for no one. This is just no one behind it, no one beyond it, no one within, no one without. It doesn't matter.
Translated.
Yeah, Rosa, sorry.
I didn't want to stop your flow, Sanderlinchen. Oh, okay. I just translated it into German. Undivided innocent. Ungeteilte Unschuld.
Oh, beautiful.
Good morning.
Welcome, Nkosi.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Very good.
Nice to see you. I didn't know that we are in the same time zone, so to speak.
Yeah, we are. It's 9:06 here.
Yeah. I remember that maybe a year ago or something in a story. Whenever I was doing more like one-on-ones, chatting with different speakers, then also here was like thought or impulse to talk with Nkosi. And I didn't know that we are even the same time zone, that it would be super easy to make appointments, so to speak. Cool.
Wonderful.
And nice to see you, and nice to see Michael also, and have this, I don't know, whatever coming up, beautiful meeting.
Beautiful.
Yeah, South Africa, right, Nkosi?
Yes, South Africa.
Which part?
Durban.
Durban. Yeah, we have been there once.
I'm from Umlazi Township, the city of Durban, South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is it Durban?
Yeah, Durban.
Yeah, Durban. Yeah. We had some trip, I don't know, years ago, from Cape Town to the Durban. We ended there. It was a very beautiful coastline, drive there. Amazing.
It was 10 years ago, I think.
Maybe, yeah. I even didn't remember that we have been in South Africa, but right now the memory arised and then different images coming.
Yeah, it's beautiful, you know how you say it, Ere. It's like, because everything just simply spontaneously arises, like memories, or you know, the hearing of something induces pictures and images, and you know, whatever comes up, and it's just freely arising. It's beautiful. Yeah, love it. Undivided innocence, as Michael was saying.
I would leave the undivided. Just let the innocence.
Well, it doesn't matter. In the
Of
in the end, there are so many names, and it's all pointers, you know, boundless love or undivided innocence, or just this, you know, it doesn't matter so much. And
or bubblegum or popcorn. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Because
It's
there is no knowing. There is no knowing. Just
no
empty
knowing.
labels.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
who could know? There is no separation to say, but somehow the speaking happens, and trying to put it to the words or sentence or understandable in this storyline or dream world. But it's impossible to talk about this or describe this, and yet there is so much love arising. Just want to talk about or share this, what can't be shared, what can't be
Yeah.
talked. And even it doesn't need to be talked about. It doesn't matter.
It's funny, and the talking is it as much as the silence.
Exactly.
And you know, it's so it's not even hard to talk about it, because the talking is it, but to talk about it as if it is something else,
Yes.
it's just not doable, because it's not something which you can talk about, because there's not something else.
Of
So
course.
the talking and the silence is
It
already.
already.
Already beautiful.
Yeah.
Michael, I'm still with your word, with your starting words, this undivided innocence, and here's popping up, well, maybe let's take direct innocence.
Well, that's the thing about innocence. It doesn't mind what you call it.
It's so
It's
innocent.
still innocent.
I love it. Yes. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, who could be there to mind anything, you know? But minding it or not can just simply arise as anything else innocently. So yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. There is no doer of anything. You know, there's no doer really. Things are appearing to happen, but there's no one behind anything. You know, anything may arise. You know, any direction might be taken, but it really it doesn't matter, because everything is this already. Speaking happens, but there's no speaker. Talking happens, but there's no talker. Thinking happens, but there's no thinker. It's just simply this, which is already everything. So there's no separation.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful, Nkosi. I love your voice. It reminds me of the voice of Thich Nhat Hanh. There's a similarity in it. I love it. I could listen for hours.
Yeah,
Nice.
we were just talking with Raigo that, of course, that's so obvious that there is no doer. There is no doer anywhere. But it's not like in daily basis, I don't know, cooking happens, going to grocery happens, and then it's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Here's no doer. Da, 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 da. No, no, no. It feels real and unreal that there is doing happening as there is apparent doer, but at the same time it falls apart. There is no doer. There is no knower, and it is illusion. It is real and unreal. Feels so real, yet it's seen as illusion.
Yeah, it is as real as it can get. You know, it's so it's happening and not happening at the same time. For no one to step out of it or to know if it's happening or not happening to begin with. So it's just funny, and saying there is a me or there is no me is already uncontrollable in a way, you know. Or it's just simply
And
as
it
is
doesn't
the
matter
resonance.
even.
Yeah, exactly. And the resonating with it or not, you know, there's no control. It's not something which can be forced. I mean, force maybe will happen, but for no one, by no one already, to force anything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah, that's why it's so innocent.
Yes. Yeah, we it seems that we keep coming back to this innocence. And it's really magic that whatever seems to be happening has no doer and no center or a cause, you know. And it's funny because there seems to be the need to put logic to find a cause, which is also just simply arising. This needs to have a cause or not, or whatever seems to come. And it's already causeless. It's already without any force or doer or cause.
It's already full stop.
Boom. Yeah.
So Nkosi, how is this? I'm just wondering, how is this in and probably this question has been coming up in talks, but it just arises here. So how is this in South Africa then? Is this speaked about, or is there this communication? Is it, tell me how it's there? Is there anyone speaking? Is it only Nkosi apparently coming with the suggestion? It's all empty.
Here in South Africa, you know, there are lots of preachers apparently preaching who preaches about the religion. You know, they talk about the different religion and stuff like that. I haven't heard of anyone who talk about this. Yeah, so far it seems apparently as if it's Nkosi has been talking about it. Yeah. But this message here in South Africa, it's seems as if it's resonating with very few. If I were to put it into a percentage, I would say 5%.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
that's a lot.
I was thinking
Or
today.
maybe two.
Yeah, I was thinking today that that there isn't openness to this about 99% in the people. But then I thought that can I find 100 people from Estonia, and then there is one who is open. I'm not so sure that you can talk about this. Yeah, so I don't have no clue what's the process, but the 5 sounded very big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded pretty much for me also. I mean, there seems to be a resonance with telling there's light at the end of the tunnel, there's something to get, there's something to gain, there's something after this or before, or but 5% seems a lot, but yeah, who knows? I mean,
And there are no people.
It's silly to talk about nothing. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, totally meaningless. But no control, no one's talking,
Yeah.
just talking happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No choice.
Nkosi, and what about your family when you're talking about this? Are they like, hooray, cool?
Yeah, they actually think that their parent character is crazy. It's out of his mind.
Okay, here too.
Full sense.
Of course, I'm out of my mind.
well, it's even worse. You don't have a mind.
Exactly.
It's worse. You don't have a mind and you don't have a body to be out of. But yeah. No, but
Yeah.
I mean, apparently all of the speakers here has seemingly have contact with people telling, well, it's crazy and this is bullshit. And, you know, it's beautiful because there's already no one behind whatever seems to be happening. So what is left is just a law for whatever seems to arise, instead of an arguing. And although arguing maybe can happen or not, it's just as uncontrollable as whatever seems to be happening. But this message is not a popular one because it gives no hope. There is no hope in any suggestion that there is just this. And
Yeah.
when there's no hope, there is this apparent loss. So yeah.
Yeah, and the judgment doesn't arise. Yeah,
Exactly.
as well.
Because
This
it's innocent.
Yeah, innocent and empty. You know, the attacking is also. It doesn't mean that this one is stays neutral or doesn't block or whatever. Whatever is disturbing, so to speak. There is no one doing and no one taking personally. But it's unconditional freedom. So even the taking personally things may happen, but still it's not personal. I don't know how to put it in the words. It doesn't stick, it doesn't mind, it doesn't matter. But at the same time, all feelings are free to arise. I don't know, going angry or I don't know, starting to cry, whatever. And it's seen as innocent, that there is no choice, there is no doer. It's absolutely perfect in every detail, so to speak. In imperfection is also perfect, but perfect for no one. And but this apparent seeker wants this, what they say, that oh, it's perfect. They expect that it's somehow perfect for me as I imagine this to be.
Yeah.
But what the seeker is imagining this to be is never it. It's imagined. But even the imagining it is also already it. But it doesn't satisfy the seeker energy, because it's looking for something. So this message is so empty, it doesn't give anything. So they run
And
away.
of course, it's bullshit also, but bullshit is also it.
Beautiful.
Of course, yes, it's totally bullshit. You know, this is total bullshit for no one to be bullshitting or not bullshitting, you know, and driving in the car and somebody blocking you and then maybe screams what happened, what the hell are you doing, is just simply what seems to be happening spontaneously, as holding the mouth or not, or saying you idiot, you know, anything can arise. This is the beauty. In comparison to the seeking energy, which is longing for a perfect state of control, which never will come because it's already uncontrollable. I mean, who would be able to have full control in the absence of a controller already? You know, it's not a state. It's not a state. It's not an achievement. It's not something
No
which
one got anything.
no one gets anything. It's not the prize in the end of the seeking,
Mm.
or in the end of doing
There is no end.
There's no end. But it's funny because in a way, this is the end for
Yeah.
no one to start. You know, this is the end and the beginning at the same time.
Mm.
For no one to reach the finish line. This is the finish line.
Nice.
Free fall.
Yeah, full on. Iri, beautiful what you said before the guys started with bullshit. I liked your stuff more, and I just wanted to add to this, but I was too fast. Apparently, I was too slow. Apparently, I wanted to add perfectly to what you said. Well, it's even more full on acting out without those filters.
No
you know.
filters.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Excuse me, Rosa, how do you say bullshit in German?
Well, I think of shit, you know, that the word is shit, but
Scheiße?
Scheiße, shit, and bullshit is, yeah, it's not that, you normally say Scheiße.
Yeah.
Scheiße.
But I say shit.
Okay, in Nkosi, in Zulu, what is shit?
It's gonna sound funny, eh? We call it Samasimba.
All right, I got it.
Sabasimba?
Come again?
Amasimba.
Amasimba.
Yeah.
That's almost like a too polite word. So it just sounds too nice.
It sounds sweet.
I think Nkosi is lying.
I will check it now out.
Who knows? Who knows?
Oh, Raigo.
Who knows if it's a lie or not?
That was fun.
Yeah, it's funny, what you were saying, because and also Rosa, with this full on everything, there seems to be that there's no need for control, but that's just only simply what is apparently seen to happen, that there's a less of a need for control. I mean, it will almost give the idea that there's something which has changed, but yeah, there's no before and after. But the person loves to control behavior, and there's always this good and bad and right and wrong, and I should behave in this way and I should do this, and this seems to fall away for no one, and by no one, of course, because no one was ever behaving in a bad or in a good manner. But there seems to be a falling away of, let's say, neurotic behavior patterns, which of course no one has already.
Well, here is even not like he wouldn't come out here this, like you said, the neurotic behaviors, you know, because it's simply what is a neurotic behavior, you know, and this is simply this infinite yes to whatever appears, without labeling it is whatsoever.
Yeah, that's something that Tim Kliss talks about a lot, Rosa, is you can't get it right. And there's such freedom in that.
Yeah, beautiful. Love it. Totally love
Right.
it.
And vice
You can't
versa.
get it wrong.
Like I said, like vice versa. You can't get it right, you can't get it wrong.
Exactly.
You
There's
just
no
can't get it.
exactly. You can't go wrong, you can't go right. I mean,
Everything
and
is it.
going wrong, yeah, going wrong and right is it as much as whatever seems to come or not. As is the silence.
Yeah, it's all allowed. So as Rosa said that yes to everything or something like that. You said like yes to pain, yes to suffer, yes to death.
But not actively,
and
but not
also
actively.
we know arising, but it's still the yes somehow.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
even the no
yeah.
is yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Because
It's
it's
a
all this.
It's
It's
beautiful. When I met Xander, I noticed that he always say beautiful. And this totally touched me here. And it just like also one part of my vocabulary now, beautiful. I'm using it very often, very often. I love it.
Yeah, there's someone else here that uses beautiful quite often, Nkosi.
Ah, nice. What is beautiful, Nkosi, in your language?
Yinhle. Into enhle. Yinhle. Beautiful.
Okay.
He's not going to even try.
Rosa, repeat.
Can't. Nothing
will
is
not-
coming out here, but I can do
Oh,
in German. Schön.
Sure.
Or wonderful, wunderschön.
in Estonia. Ilus,
What?
ilus,
Ilos.
ilus.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And what is shit in Estonian?
Sit,
What?
sit. And
Easy.
bullshit is pullisit.
Sweet.
So, yeah, we have taken the words from English, many similar words.
Xander, come on now in Swedish. Beautiful
Sweet.
and shit.
Sweet.
Beautiful bullshit. Bullshit.
So shit is sweet and beautiful is fiend. Fiend.
Almost same.
Yeah, I think Estonian and Scandinavia it's not so far away. And in Dutch it's scheid. Shit is scheid. And mooi. Beautiful is mooi.
Oh, okay.
Mooi. But I think in South Africa they have also like this Dutch language, right?
yeah, Africans.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's quite similar to the Netherlands, the Dutch language. At least some part of South Africa, they can understand Dutch, right?
Yeah, especially in Cape Town. They do speak Afrikaans there. Yeah, lots. In some parts of Joburg. But there are 11 languages here in South Africa.
Wow.
I only know two, which is English and Zulu. I speak Zulu.
Zulu.
Yeah, English is my second language.
Oh, that's good.
Here.
Yeah,
Let-
yeah, I'm the luckiest one here. You know, because I don't know Estonian, I don't know Zulu, I don't know, you know, Swedish, German, English. So I feel so lucky, you know. I'm like, wow, I'm so glad that English is a universal language.
Yeah, it's
in a story, Ere died because of that, apparently, because she was trying to listen this message, this radical message that Raigo loved so much, and shared me links, and I tried to listen, and I didn't understand the words, and then there was like, fuck it, I can't understand. So it was like surrendering by no one, and that's the end, so to speak, like giving up, because it seemed to be so difficult. Apparently, parents, some similar word was similar word was more like three similar words. So and when you're listening this conversation or sentence and you try to understand, and then you don't listen anything else. So it was like, I can't listen it like 5 minutes or 15 minutes maximum, and yeah, I couldn't. But I wanted to come back to the word beautiful, because here also it often comes out. And at the same time, I can say that beautiful and ugly are the same. There is no difference. But somehow using the word beautiful, not ugly. How you comment that, everyone? Like there is preference to use these kind of words like beautiful or perfect instead of imperfect.
well, it just simply, you know, it just simply happens that, and there's no cause for anything. So there's no cause for why. You know, this why, this wondering why we use something or not is just as spontaneously arising as the use of the words. So there's and there are many apparent ideas and concept why we maybe use beautiful instead of ugly, but no one knows, and because there's no one there to know, there's no one separated from the word ugly or beautiful able to know, and there's already no one using the words. But the wondering is unstoppable. The why just simply innocently arises. Why do we use these words? And so there can be an apparent reason when speakers are together and the same words are used, that this is like becoming like affected, or people get affected by the words. Of course, no one is, but that's just a story because no one is using the words already. So, but it seems to be affected. You know, if one says beautiful many times and there's somebody else in the surrounding, then maybe this will be used also. But that's just again like an assumption, also spontaneously arising. You know, a reason. But this doesn't need any reason, and no one is doing it. And like you said, there's no difference between ugly and beautiful. Because I think this is beautiful and ugly at the same time. It's not separate.
The contradiction is it?
Yes.
Always. The why, by the way, the why here, it's the wow in a way. The why is the wow.
The wow why. The wow why. And it's funny when we talk about languages, because English or Estonian or something, or your home language, or how you want to call it, it also gives an illusion that you know things. but you don't know shit. So it's very
Unfortunately.
obvious when Nkosi start talking Zulu that there's no understanding, but there is already no understanding because the home language is only an apparent understanding of things which there are not. There are no things. But it doesn't matter if Zulu is spoken or English or your own language. There is no understanding as an actuality because there's not a someone separated from this who can understand something else, no matter what, because there's not something else. It's totally hopeless for no one. Get it?
I love the word hopeless. For me, it is simply this freedom, and this hopeless. It's the freedom is booming. Every time I hear it, it is simply beautiful.
Beautifully hopeless.
Beautifully hopeless.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautifully hopeless. Innocence.
For no one to get or not to get or neither.
Yeah, and that's why it's hopeless, because there is nothing to get and no one able to get it. So yeah, there's no separation. This talk no one gets. It's just talking on its own, so to say. No one is doing it. Just full on talking or listening or silence or whatever seems to arise.
Just like music, like singing a song, listening to music.
And it's funny. It's with all, because I mean, the loving of why is there a love for this music or that music? You know, for rock or for opera, whatever, you know, or the taste for sugar or the taste for sour. Why is the one loved and the other one, you know? It's all just, and the wondering why, again, it's just coming up. Why wondering for no one? Because there's no one behind the love for chocolate or rock music or opera or whatever, you know.
Sander-Lintjen, this is cool. This is cool. Sorry for interrupting. I love interrupting. Here, while you said the wondering, here popped up the song. Maybe you know it. I wonder why. I wonder how. The Lemon Tree. You know the song? The Lemon Tree?
I think the most of us know it, yeah.
Nkosi, do you know the song Lemon Tree?
No, that's
Who cares? But this popped up. I think it's a cool song. Just another lemon tree. Just this for no reason.
So there are more lemon trees. Just another lemon tree.
Oh. Reggie, how was it again? You simply sent Eri for no reason all those videos, those radical non-dual videos, so that she was completely pissed off, confused, and done with the thing. What happened there with Reggie in the story?
So it was it resonates here so much, and I thought maybe Ere also loved this one, and as you guys see right now, she loves it more than I.
Boom!
No
So
choice in that,
my
Reggie. No choice in that.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense when speaking started to happen here. It was like, what? Wow, why? And at the same time, so innocent, no choice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Beautiful, Eri. When I first saw you popping up, it totally hit me. The way you were talking about this, and this was the timing was perfect here, since there was this kind of shift from, you know, from the parent doing into just, yeah, forget it. Just forget it. Nothing to get. It's hopeless.
Yeah, and there already wasn't no Rosa contacting or sharing the story.
Exactly.
Although you said that there was this apparent shift happening or whatever, I didn't see any of that. All this
Yeah.
shift or something happening is just a story because nothing happens.
This was
Exactly.
very obvious while talking with you.
Mm.
Remember when I contacted
I don't
you?
remember. I remember the energy, your beautiful energy, full of energy.
Full on, full
Yeah.
on booming. Well, no choice in this here. Unstoppable.
It's funny because there's no such thing as a me to fall away or a contraction or whatever already. It's no accomplishment or nothing reached. It was already this. The already ever, never, ever was a person. This is never personal. Never. And it cannot become. And thinking it's personal or not personal is already unpersonal. So my eyes are being drawn to these beautiful colors. Ere, is it paintings or something there, standing there?
Yeah, there are many different.
Is it yours? Are you making them?
Mine and my daughter's.
Okay. I love the colors. Yes, it's beautiful.
Sander, you're also very creative, right?
Well, yeah, creativity seems to flourish when there's no work, so to say.
In the winter time?
In the winter time, then yeah, there seems to be a creativity and making stuff and sometimes painting and making bracelets, or it can be all type of things, and it's just really uncontrollable. One year it's like making bracelets out of leather, and the other year it's painting or making sculptures, or yeah, that's just what seems to be happening. And yeah, there's no control, and trying to be creative may seem to be happening also, but already that is uncontrollable. And yeah, the liking and the not liking of whatever seems to be made or not is just also innocently arising. Yeah, it's funny how it plays so freely. It's yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I'm quite creative in the office. Life is officing here, full on. No choice in this.
No.
Nkosi, what about you? How are you creative? What is going on creativity there?
What seems to be happening here is lots of trading, binary trading. Yeah, I've been like studying and also trading as well. That's what seems to be happening here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I get it right? Trading? Trading,
Sorry?
right? Okay.
Trading, yeah.
Trading,
Yeah,
okay.
trading. Yeah, binary trading.
Ah, yes.
I'm sorry, binary training, what is that?
Trading.
Trading.
Trading
Trading,
like
yeah.
stocks, bonds, money?
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
Nkosi, how was it in your story? When did this message hit you in a way, or boomed you out?
Even though I don't recall some of the things, but there were glimpses along the way that used to happen. Detachment, being detached, watching the body, watching this apparent character taking decisions. And until when there was an intense seeking happening as well, until the seeker, there was a recognition that the seeker was not even there. There was no one who was seeking. It was just this unknowable, this what is appearing as somebody who's seeking. So, and the me who was imagined that it is real here, just it was recognized that it wasn't there in the first place. It never happened. So it was just this vastness appearing as everything. So that's all.
That's all, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
And so funny that here was no seeking happening. So whenever I talk with someone, desperate seeker, I don't have no idea what does it feel. It feels or seems to be very desperate. And here this thing didn't seem to happen. As Raigo was listening non-stop these things, I was trying sometimes not, didn't matter so much. It was already this or whatever freedom.
Yeah, it's funny because it reminds me a little bit. When I was younger, there was always this, well, this is it. Getting born, die, you lose some, you gain some, it just this, you could call it normal life, but there was this wondering if there was something else. But you hear, for some, it's intense suffering, kind of heaviness. Here there was never heaviness. It was more an ordinariness, and there was like a childlike wonder to find out what this is, this ordinary thisness, this waking up, doing things or not, going to work or not, or laughing, crying, just whatever seems to arise. What is that? Is that something or not? And it's funny what you are saying, Ere, because it just, it's uncontrollable. That's why there is no way out. Seeking may happen or not. And that's just simply what seems to be happening now, seeking. And some...
Yeah, no one chooses this.
No
one's starting this. No one can end this. This is already this.
Yes, exactly. I mean, already. Yes, no one is doing anything, and even no one is doing nothing already. I mean, doing nothing is already impersonal. There's no one doing nothing or something. Never. Yeah, it's the same with like feeling me or know me or you or know you or whatever. It's as uncontrollable as seeking or not seeking.
What about
And
this? Yeah, Nkosi?
and here questions don't arise anymore. Yeah, there are no questions. You know.
Questions about what this is, about meaning of life, of whatsoever.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which kind
Yeah.
of were the
Should have
seeking
specified.
energy?
Yeah. Such questions don't arise. So why this? Why that? Why life is like this and stuff.
I
And
always
judgment
say,
as well.
So
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
yeah, tell me with judgment, Nkosi. Judgment in a way may arise, but it's kind of empty, you know? It's just kind of simply happening, but this is nothing special in a way, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not loaded. It's simply empty judging for the sake of
yeah,
the story.
In the story.
as
Yeah.
yeah.
About the me, about the sense of me, of being a me, this energy, or the me is an idea which is believed in. Maybe just talk a bit about this.
Well, here there never was a sense of me. This was quite funny. So there was never a sense of feeling like a me, but there was also not a sense like feeling like a not me or something. You said it was quite funny, and or feeling like a man, so to say. Neither was there a feeling like a woman, which also apparently may seem to happen, feeling like a woman or a man. But there was, thoughts maybe arise that, well, that is a man and that is a woman, but there were no feelings in that direction. So it was quite confrontational when people start telling me, well, do you feel like a man? And I was like, well, no, but I don't feel like a woman either. And I don't feel like a me or a human also. So please explain how that should feel then. And then there were suddenly people saying they felt like a woman, but they were looking like a man. And I was completely amazed because there were no feelings in that direction ever. There was this idea that there was something wrong because many people seem to feel like a man or a woman or whatever, a human. And I was like, oh my God, how does that feel then? Because I don't feel that. But at the same time, anything may appear to happen, because like feeling like whatever or thinking like for whatever, it's just uncontrollable already, and it's just as empty. So for me, wondering may still arise, when I see a flower or something, or I don't know, whatever, wondering may just suddenly pop up. Why it's dark at this time, or simple wonder can just simply arise, but it is as empty as whatever seems to be happening. It has nothing to do with the me. There's no me behind anything or doing it. And even the seeing of this suggestion is just also simply what seems to be happening. There's no one seeing this already. The seeing is as innocent as the So there's no secret observer seeing this and coming to the conclusion that there is no me, just empty seeing. There's no separated observer. Or, but I wonder how it is for you guys. Is there a sense, Ere, do you feel like a woman? Or do you not feel like a woman, or sometimes you feel like a man, or whatever, you know? I mean, it doesn't matter, but how is it for you guys? Is there a feeling of a person, or feeling like a human, or maybe feeling like an alien, or whatever, you know? What seems to be happening there?
No knowing, doesn't feel any way, or no knowing how it should be feeling, or no age, no gender. This
Exactly.
is ageless. Here was confusion arising when I was, I don't know, 15 or before or later, I don't know. It was confused because Sarah was seeing that everybody gets older and look different, or they seems to be higher somehow. I was younger, so I was waiting when I'm at the same age, but I never never reached, or nothing changed. Like, and in one point I just gave up. Doesn't matter. So this stopped to age or something like that. And everybody was talking about this, and it was weird to hear it. And of course, it projected like it's something wrong with me. Everything else seems to be normal speaking happening, and here was it didn't fit, or this one didn't fit there, or something like that. But it appears to be woman. I don't know.
Nkosi,
Yeah.
what about you?
Yeah, here there is that neutrality, you know. So if the member of my family is calling me Nkosi, or sees me as a man, apparently this doesn't mind, but there's no feeling of being a man or a woman. It's just neutral,
Yes.
which is able to accept, you know, any names that is being called, you know, doesn't mind.
Beautiful.
Doesn't mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly this here too. It no matter, I always said you can call me whatever you want, you know, because they were just kind of, no matter in which country. I lived in Bulgaria a couple of years, the name is different, you know, than here. And it was just like funny. I really did not care. I just said to him, you can call me every color you want. It's the same. Yeah.
Same here.
Michael, what about you?
Yeah, the Michael story seems a little different than everybody's. Here, there was a heavy sense of a me separate from life since I can remember, since childhood. Something always felt off about life, but I could never figure out why. What is this feeling of something's, this is not enough, basically, you know, from an early age. So seeking was very natural here. And it tried everything. Motivational quotes, motivational speakers, positive self-talk, how to become a better person, how to win friends and influence people. And slowly, I saw none of it worked. You know, maybe for a short time, but it would soon run out and I have to try something else. And eventually, this character saw that nothing worked. Just full stop. It's not like I had any answers, but I could see that whatever I did never worked.
And you even didn't do anything. You didn't stop also, you know.
Yeah, beautiful. Love the sharing. Yeah. Yeah, again, no one did it. You know, this is it's undivided innocence. We went full circle and now we're back.
Mm.
No one here did anything. There's no one speaking. There's no one doing anything. No one having a sense or a head or a body or mind or thoughts or emotions, feelings, sense perceptions. It all just simply is what seems to be the case. Uncontrollable. Nothing can be stopped because there's no separated you to stop it or to control it or to do whatever, you know. It's unescapable. It's hopeless. And yeah.
So beautifully innocent.
Yes.
As it is, as it arises, as it, so to speak, unravels, although it doesn't move, it doesn't go anywhere. Just
Beautiful.
like that.
It's just
Yes.
this booming perfection.
With no expectations.
Mm.
No
Yeah.
expectations.
Yeah, one day I wrote, when expectations falls, life begins. But of course it doesn't mean anything, because for who and what is life? There is no one having a life, but somehow, yeah, when the expectations falls, then before it was like hell, the suffering, because it's never enough, and there is always some character or something else to reach constantly in the future, and there is no future, there is only this. You will never arrive, and there is no past, so all the time collapses. So all the seeming suffering, that there was some kind of seeking, that there wasn't enough, that there was guilt and shame, whatever. Doesn't matter, totally meaningless, just empty story arising in this. And even when the story is arising, there can be, for the body, it feels like real, and there can be feeling emotional or whatever. So innocent, just what's happening. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So empty, so empty. Nkosi, here in the story still arises everything, you know, expectations, whatsoever. Full on, but it's just like this empty booming. I call it booming because it's very strong always, you know, here kind of, but it's kind of empty, and also like, wow, how can this arise, you know, like, so wow. And also, like Xander is always saying, you know what's funny, you know what's funny, you know what's funny.
You know what's funny? Everything can just simply arise. You know, there's no control. Anything may arise or not. You know, and stress, frustration, anger, crying, screaming,
Judgment is
being
free to rise.
judgment. You know, whatever. Actually, whatever is just simply possible to arise. You know, that at least it's just full on frustration, anger, silence, screaming, sounds, just this, whatever. Well, now
And
we
no
have two.
choice in this, no choice in this. Reggie, what do you mean about the stuff we were talking?
I didn't hear what you're talking about. My
Oh
battery
boy,
died.
come on.
Sorry, my battery died.
Not yours. Phone battery.
Perfection.
On
This I
battery.
call perfection.
But I'm agree. Everything.
You're agreeing, okay. This is good. Always on
Yeah,
the safe side. I agree.
well, it's funny. It's funny because, like Rajo was saying before, you cannot go wrong and you cannot go right. So
Yeah.
there's
So
no
who
wrong or
cares?
right. You
I
know,
agree.
whatever is coming out of this mouth or not is coming out, it's just simply
Gibberish.
this already. You know, and there's no arriving to this.
Exactly.
Yeah, Mei Long talks about this on her recent video about the words are empty like a bird chirping. Chirp, 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 chirp. They give they give the illusion of doing something, of something's happening because words are spoken. But
yes,
Blah
and,
blah
and
blah 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 blop. Blah blah blop 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 blop. Blop
it's
blop.
like chip chip. It's dog barking. I think it was Krishnamurti, UJ Krishnamurti was saying it's just dogs barking. And
No difference than this.
no difference that this. It's just coming out. You can say it's empty, or you can say there's no doer, it's all the same, or no center, or
You can
whatever.
say
Now,
full also, doesn't matter.
no. No, and even, you know, thinking that there is something, it's already impersonal. No one is doing that already. So thinking there's a Ere talking or Rosa listening, it's uncontrollable. I mean, people who watch this and say, yeah, well, but I see somebody is talking there, you know, this is happening. Well, that's already just uncontrollable, you know. It's as empty. No one is doing that already. It just comes up. I see you talking. It's real. This is real. I see it.
Who made this video?
Yeah, who made this video? Well, no one. Well, but there seems to be someone who's making this video. So the conclusions, the drawing of conclusions, are just as innocent as the absence of the drawing of the conclusions or whatever. You know, it's just that's why it's free. Yeah, exactly. It's like it's such a misnomer, you know. It's just simply what seems to be happening. You know, it's funny, beautiful.
Yeah, there's no escape.
No escape.
No escape.
Nkosi, when friends of yours or colleagues ask you what you're doing there, what do you say to them?
When they ask me what am I talking about? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, you know, it's they think this apparent character is crazy, and you know, they say what I talk about doesn't make sense.
True.
What's going on with me? What's wrong? Am I drunk? Am I on drugs? So that's what seems to be happening.
And what do you say then? What do you say? Well,
doesn't mind.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, come again?
Well, the answer then, your answer on those comments. Do you in a way explain or just say,
give no answer. I just laugh.
Yeah,
just laugh.
beautiful. No laughing is the answer.
Yeah, what can I say, really?
Yeah, beautiful.
Whatever you say or whatever anyone says is right. Doesn't
or
matter.
Wrong.
Yeah, right for him or her.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking me, yeah, well, if you drive with your car and then the police will stop you. Sorry.
Every expression is already this.
Yes. There's no way of knowing what will be said or not. You know, there was somebody asking, like, when the police stops you, are you going to say there's no me driving too fast? I mean, well, I don't know what is going to happen then. Maybe there's sorry, I don't drive too fast, or I will not drive fast anymore, or fuck you, or I'm not here. No, there's no way of knowing what is going to be said or not said. You know, You know, maybe there's a
Uh,
discussion or not, or maybe yes, sir, I will not drive fast anymore, or no, I'm not. Who knows that? You know, who knows what is going to be said or not? You know, it's uncontrollable. What are you going to do next? No one knows what he's or she is going to do next.
Sander,
And
I, I,
yeah.
I was at we have a veterans property administration. It's where the soldiers that are retired, US soldiers, it's a huge complex, like 350 acres. And so some of it is private property. Like some of the people live there. So they have houses for them and, you know, the higher ups. And I guess I had wandered onto the grass and a security policeman, you know, military, federal, came up to me in a golf cart, drove over, and I think I was like jogging at the time. And so he pulled up next to me, and I pulled my headphones down. I said, "Hi." And he said, "Can I help you?" And I thought about it for a second. I wonder, can this guy help me? Do I need help with anything from a military policeman? I really thought that. And then I looked at him and I said, no. And he didn't like that. So he said, well, you have to go. And I said, okay. So I just walked down the path back to, you know, it was 20 feet. And then now he was happy. So
Yes, you know, it's beautiful. There's no way of knowing what is going to be said or not. You know, it's
just made up story. What's going to happen next? No one knows. You
no
made
one knows.
plans, but no one knows how this goes, so to speak.
yeah, no one knows.
But it's funny because there seems to be, like in this question, what are you going to do? It was almost like, well, are you going to say there's no me or no you? Because this is also what's been suggested at this moment. Well, yeah, that's just simply how it seems then. But it's like there are expectations of a certain type of behavior, but there's no before or after. There's already no one behaving in a particular way or not behaving in a particular way. It's just whatever seems to be the case. And before was not good and after is not better. There is no good or better or whatever. There's always just this, always.
Maybe a short story here. When Nkosi said that he was simply laughing when those things came up from the friends, like you're crazy or drunk or drugs, and there is just the laughter. And here it was like I was by bike in the city, and we have here in Hanover the police. The police is using cars, motorbikes, bikes, and horses. It's famous here for the horse police. And so I was on a normal path where cars were driving with my bike, and on the other side there were the police guys on horses, but and there was a traffic light in between. And because I was by bike and simply no passengers came, it was red, and I was like driving my bike. Even though it was red, because it was fine for me. And the police, and then I saw the police, the guys on the horses, and they all look like, and I was just like grinning like this, you know, and stopping. And they were just, you know, it was like only grinning and a bit, oh shit, and then stopping, and then Viking, you know, yeah, this was funny. I loved it. Yeah, a senseless story.
Yeah, but all these rules, senseless rules, like there is no one passing the road. What the fuck? I'm sitting here in behind the red. Let's go with the bike. Yeah, but you have to follow the rules.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah, and Rosa, you asked that what Nkosi is responding or saying when people say that it's rubbish or whatever. Are you crazy? Here is like my mom often wants to talk about this because she's seeing my post, but the post's different, but she don't speak English, so she doesn't understand. And the language itself or the topic itself is difficult to understand, or actually impossible, actually impossible to understand. But the Google Translate makes it even more crazy, total nonsense. So she tries to speak with Ere about this, just to understand this or come to the same level as Ere is from her story, how she is seeing this, that Ere is some other level. So yeah, but there is no feeling or to talk about this or explain this, or when there is no openness, then and then in some cases being with new friends, automatically talking about this happens. And I guess it's energetical, I don't know, it's a story of course, but it seems like then people have had some kind of openness, even when it's like frightening at the beginning or weird, but it somehow goes more and more, or happening more and more with this. But otherwise, somebody asking what they're talking about, what web page you have or YouTube, like, no.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to explain or prove anything.
Beautiful, Eri. And here, while you were saying this with your mother, I know a bit more of the story with your mom, but you see how beautiful this is. You see this innocence. You see this this love, this unconditional love, like trying to connect with the daughter, no matter what, trying everything out of maybe desperation whatsoever. And you see there is just this, well, then it's just this, you know, trying to and not you know, not succeeding, but there is no nothing. There is just yeah, okay, so you know. Beautiful, beautiful, lovely.
Yeah, as this talk never goes anywhere.
Yeah.
It somebody gets really contracted or frustrated apparently, and yeah, there is no conversation happening, or
Yeah, there's nothing here that feels to argue with anybody.
no energy for that.
Yeah.
Because whenever anyone is speaking, there are apparently 8 billion different people. There are also, in that sense, 8 billion different messages or communications happening. It's filtered through this knower filter, whoever hears this. So it appears like 8 billion different ways, so to speak. And so it's not my business what you think about it, me, so to speak. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I don't give no fucking
yeah,
doesn't matter. But in the story it mattered a lot.
Yeah.
And it was so to speak freeing or lovely to see that how it is, like there people are sending bad comments and how they like flew by. Like why they don't stick. Why they don't matter. It was like this childish wonder.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, and there's no it's funny because there's no there's no wanting to be liked or to be hated, or it doesn't matter, because
It is what it is. Perfect.
it is what it is. It's just simply what seems to be happening. You're an idiot, or if that is just simply what is, or not. And it's funny because looking at Ere and Raigo together, here this is not spoken with my wife much, and when it's spoken, it's in 1 minute. It's like, well, it's bullshit. I don't want to hear it, or something like that, which is just beautiful, because it's as beautiful as, oh, I like it, it doesn't matter, it's this, there's no control, there's no resonating or not, there's no one choosing for this. There was no one here choosing already to resonate with this so-called message or suggestion to begin with, and it just play freely, and it doesn't matter. There's not a need for people to like it or not either. It just
Innocent.
Innocent. Yeah, exactly.
Innocent. Here we
Innocent.
go.
Yeah.
We are again on the start with
Yeah.
this beautiful innocence, with this unknown innocence.
Yeah, and this innocence here just wants to thank everybody, because there is a strong resonance here for all of you, and to tell a story. That's what wanted this meeting to come about, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. So lovely, so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
it was wonderful to listen to all you guys. Thank
And
you
see
for the
tomorrow.
invite.
There is no tomorrow.
Nkosi, also, thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah, so beautiful to meet you. Lovely.
Thank
Until
you.
next.
Thank you.
Yeah, we simply
Don't
stay
forget
in
your-
touch.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Or not.
Hey, listen, you guys are all invited. Nkosi and I are going to be doing this again in about 6 hours for my Wednesday night. So you're all
It's
invited.
always so late,
I
Michael.
know.
I once wrote also somewhere that when it's happening in the morning, then I can join just for fun. No need.
I know. That's
But
why I
yeah.
was so happy we could meet like this.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you, guys.
Love.
Have a great evening and a great night.
Ciao.
Thank you. I love
Right.
you.
Love you all.
Love you all.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Love you.
Bye.